Part C. We have a new function, and we want to know the greatest distance from any point to the origin. Recall that a point's distance to the origin, when you have polar coordinates, is just the arc coordinate. So if we are looking for the greatest distance to the origin, we're looking for the greatest r value. We're looking for the maximum r value. This is an optimization problem. To find those potential maxes and mins, or extrema value, we'll find the theta where the first derivative is equal to 0. And don't forget to check the endpoints. Don't forget to check the endpoints for what? For the potential maximum value on the interval from 0 to pi. Because it might happen where there's a relative extremum, or it might happen at one of the endpoints, which might not be relative extremums. There's our r prime. All right, so we have a critical value at approximately theta is 1.107. We could just look at the first derivative on the left and right side of our critical value and see that it's a rising slope when theta is less than the critical value, and a negative, or did I say rising slope? A rising graph, and a negative slope, so a falling graph after the critical value. So we know that this is a relative maximum. Recall you can also find the second derivative very easily, and when we put our critical value into our second derivative, it's about negative 2.236. It's negative, that means it's concave down. If it's concave down, that's another way of telling that that point, that critical value, is where we have a relative maximum. This doesn't guarantee, though, that the greatest distance from any point in the graph is when theta is 1.107. We have to also check the endpoints. Let's do that with the table. When you substitute these values in, remember to substitute them not into the derivative formula, but into the r formula. And we get distances from the origin of 1, 2.2361, and negative 1. Therefore, we've got our answer. The greatest distance from any point of the graph of r to the origin is 2.2361. That's how you do Part C.